Good evening and welcome back to this round one of the Men's SupaLiga Futsal WA competition. I'm your commentator Dylan Watson and beside me is Jade Paul.
Hello.
Jade, thanks for having me. Alrighty, so let's go with today's lineup to start the game. Spearwood Lions home team, we've got number 5, Bakir Zayed, number 6, Jamal Yusuf, number 7, Mohammed Tatonchi, number 21, Amirali Azimi, number 11, Mohammed Bahabadi, number 22, Nicholas Kirkby, and number 12, Tristan Parry. And on to Condors FC, after a successful season in the Men's SupaLiga A last season. We've got number 22, Cristobal Zaniga, number 5, Rodrigo Silva, good to see him back on the pitch, Felipe Vera, number 7, number 10, Brian Santibanez, number 8, Gonzalo Colazzo, number 6, Felipe Verdugo, number 11, Jimmy Atuez, number 14, Pablo Quintanilla, number 3, Claudio Camposano, and number 12, Jamie Bedoya. Jade, just a confession, in the initial few minutes it will take me a while to get to know the numbers, who's on the ball, as we get to call them.
Well, the Spearwood Lions are a new club in the SupaLiga, so it might take me a little second as well.
I do recognise some of these names from other teams within past SupaLiga seasons. Do some of them, correct me if I'm wrong, some of them were in the Phoenix squad last season?
Yes, I believe a lot of them were in the Phoenix squad last season, and Jamal Yusuf, I think, might have played for the West Coast Cobras. I could be wrong. And Yusuf on the ball.
Dispossessed
by the number 8, Colazzo.
And we see the first foul of the game. I'm just wondering which way it's going. I think it's going to go Condors' way.
Yusuf. A little bit late on that slide against Atuez. Colazzo. Nope, walking away from the free kick.
Vera lining up the front. I thought it was going to be Colazzo too. Vera eyeing up goal. Oh, and a brilliant goal line header there from, was that Zayed, number 5?
Yes.
From the Lions.
Zayed.
First shot on goal of the game.
Silva. Possessed by Zayed. Zayed now on the ball. Plays Yusuf. There's Tatonchi and Zayed behind him. Tatonchi on the ball. And he sends it out in front of Zayed.
Miscommunication there from where Zayed was walking to.
Vera now bring the ball forward for the Condors side. Looking for Atuez.
And off the shoulder of Zayed for a right flank kick in. Atuez holding up possession, going towards goal, finding the feet of Colazzo. Colazzo getting the ball back there from Tatonchi.
Spearwood Lions with the kick in, taken by Zayed. Kochi Yusuf. Azimi now on the ball. Azimi against Vera, and the shot way over the bar.
I think his only option was to shot there with the right foot. That none of these boys just came forward. None of them. All watching back, seeing what he would do on the ball.
Vera sending it forwards, looking for the run of the number 5. Silva. Should have known that one. He was definitely here last season.
And just between you and I, Jade, I think that one's one of the easier ones to pronounce. I can safely say I never studied Spanish at university, but if there's any German, Italian that comes up, I'm your man.
Well, I've just realised that the Spearwood Lions actually have names on the back of their
Oh, it makes
jerseys,
it so much handy for us, doesn't it? I think I'll be putting in a request to SupaLiga for the next season to have that on all the jerseys. Kirkby with a K,
Kirkby,
yes. It took me twice. Colazzo just holding up the ball, finding the feet of Atuez. Atuez finding the ball back and the rebound from the keeper, Kirkby.
I think that block was actually off Azimi, the shot from Atuez.
Oh, the ball's actually in play. I was wondering what was going on with that.
Oh, and a great run and touch from Bahabadi. My apologies if I pronounced that name wrong.
Bang on.
Bahabadi, great intercept. He's been on the court for about 2 seconds and he's made a great impact to this game already so far.
2 or 3 touches, yeah, didn't take long. Silva telling his men to get forward, I've got this.
Tonchi does well to get himself in front of Artuez.
Artuez lining up the kick in, finding the feet short of Vera. Kept in play by Tonchi.
The free kick's given against Spearwood Lions.
Just watching, I'm not sure if he gave the free kick or whether he gave the kick in. No, you're absolutely right. Jade is standing ground.
I think Bahabadi
The lunging in a bit late there,
got
is
a
it?
bit of a late tackle there on Silva.
Ooh.
Silva couldn't quite get the angle of his foot to send that ball across the face. It was a good idea by the Condors FC side. Nice little free kick set play.
A lot of speed that came into that one, so he wasn't sure what to do with it.
Yeah, it might have been a bit too fast for what he was trying to do.
Yusuf just holding the ball, holding possession.
Yusuf's doing well, drawing in Artuez in that position. And then playing the ball back out to Zayed.
Yusuf finding the ball again, Zayed bringing it forward.
Tonchi with left foot on. Shot from Yusuf.
On target, beautiful shot.
Bahabadi
Keeper in control.
Will be kicking himself for not getting that back post tap in.
Artuez with the drive on the right flank, finds the feet of Calazzo.
Vera sends ball to Artuez.
And a long ball in from Vera, finding the head of, I want to say, Artuez. Yes. And just over the top of the bar. Good shot overall, off target.
Tonchi bringing the ball forwards.
Plenty of options, plenty of time. Left flank.
Parry just stepped on the court.
First touch we've seen of him.
On the side kick in there. Looks like a very young player for this Spearwood Lions side. Tonchi against Silva, gets around him. Tonchi with the shot, and it's touched by Zuniga. Parry on the corner kick. Bahabadi sends back to Zayed. Zayed against Calazzo, gets around him. Sends it to Bahabadi. Wants to bring it onto his right foot.
Parry with the shot.
Oh, if Bahabadi could have just taken that shot on his left foot instead of trying to bring it across to his right.
Absolutely. If you're standing on the left flank, you've got to be able to use both. In a men's SupaLiga competition, you've got to be able to use you both.
Bahabadi also looks like quite a young player for the Spearwood Lions side. I could be wrong with that.
I mean, I think they'll take it even if you are wrong. Who wants to look old?
Oh, no. Other one. Sorry, the 3 ones.
Just mucking around with match balls here. Silva with the kick in. Finds Vera's feet. Vera maintaining, going forward. Silva just couldn't get in front of his player.
Quintanilla now on the court.
Quintanilla.
Condors FC side, a player who I haven't seen play for the Condors FC last season. I could be mistaken.
I don't recognise the name.
He's the number 14 in the red shirt.
Already with his first touch of the game. Have to keep an eye on him, I'd say.
Zayed forward to, and he's
kept it in play. Whole ball was not out. Whole ball was not out, says the referee.
My eyes might deceive me. I thought I saw the ball roll over the line, but he did well to keep it in.
Got to admit, I wasn't entirely paying attention to that one there, Jade. I was looking at the play, head up, not the line. Then again, not my job.
True. It is sometimes though, Dylan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'll sit here and talk today, Jade. Gladly.
Bahabadi brings the ball into the middle and he takes a left foot shot this time. And it wasn't a bad left foot shot either. Parry being pressed by Vera, and I'm gonna have to keep looking back at this name.
Quintanilla.
Quintanilla, sorry, my apologies. Oh, and Zayed tried to play through
We've
Silva.
got a 2v1 on now. Oh, Bahabadi just takes control now. 2v1 on the counter for Lions and sends it too far in front for Yusuf. Yusuf, I want to make sure I'm getting that one right.
That was actually Azimi.
Azimi, my bad. Got to admit, I am trying to look at the names on the back of the shirts just to make it easier for me, and I still got it wrong.
Kirkby on the ball.
Short pass out for Zayed. Just taking their time in the pass out from the back. Just quick 1-2s.
Looks forwards to Yusuf. That was a great little screen run from Azimi.
Zayed at the top, sends it in long. Keeper ready for it. That's Wes on the ball. Great tackle there from Zayed. Great tackle.
The Spearwood Lions are attacking-wise doing really well at bringing the ball into a wide area, drawing the Condors FC defenders out, and then playing the ball back in the middle where there's a massive gap for the shot to come through.
And given the handball right in front of goal, penalty will be awarded. And absolutely, Jade, drawing the defenders forward, finding the person either wide or in the centre. But unfortunately, on 2, 3, 4 occasions, we've seen that ball into that player just be a step or two in front of where he didn't want it, which cost them a direct shot at goal. Zayed will be the kicker of the penalty here.
Oh, and he puts it in the back of the net.
First goal of the game after 11.5 minutes. Be number 5, Bakir Zayed for the Spearwood Lions FC. Quintanilla to begin the play off to the left flank. Finds Silva, now Vera with the ball. With the press from Yusuf. Uses his keeper as the emergency pass.
Vera sends it, looking for the name that I'm struggling to say.
Quintanilla.
Tonchi. There's Azimi. Azimi back to Zayed.
Just holding the ball up. Again, like you said, Jay, just forcing that player to come forward and drag them away.
La marca, la marca, la marca.
Vera plays back to Silva. Quintanilla, the right-hand side. Back across to Vera, being pressed by Yusuf. Azimi makes his way in. Zuniga forced to play long.
It's the second time they've had to use the emergency pass of the keeper. Screaming there for the double touch from the keeper, not realising that there was a reset in play. Zayed just holding up play a little bit.
Tonchi out on that right-hand side.
Azimi with the left hand run into the back
Oh,
post.
Tonchi gets around, I think it was Silva.
And a great save there from Zuniga. Really impressed me this half, Zuniga, he has. And well and truly over the top from Zayed. Just got underneath the ball instead of over the top. Sending it long, does Vera. Finding the hands of Kirkby.
Tuez looking a bit frustrated there as he gets
Loses
tackled
possession.
by Azimi.
Just a short kick in here. Lions just looking up. Yusuf deciding what to do with the ball. To Tonchi. Again, just taking his time.
A lot of frustration, sounds like, coming from the Condors FC side. They're only down 1-0. They really need to keep their composure. Only 7 minutes left of this first half.
And absolutely, with that frustration comes mistakes. And just from the bench from the Condors FC, we're hearing tranquillo, which is calm down, calm down.
Tuez breaking now. It's covered by Zayed.
Oh,
Great ball forward.
and just what the Condors ordered, needed, and delivered. So excellent play in from the back here. Quintanilla, was it? Down the back, well, as we watch it, Artewes passes it back to Quintanilla, I believe. Sends it long past the two defenders that didn't know what they were doing. Finds the feet of Silva, who sends it in past Kirkby. Lions with the reset now. Zayed holding it up on halfway. Drawing the defender, Tatonchi does. Zayed and Tatonchi, plenty of 1-2 passing. Yusuf with the corner. On the right flank. Tatonchi.
Back to Zayed. Tatonchi. To see, and he...
And that's all it needs, Jade. All it needs is that send in past the defenders for a left foot tap in at the left post.
Doing extremely well, Tatonchi, on that right-hand flank, getting the ball around the defender.
And I mean, dare I say it, you called this 5 minutes ago. Drawing the player in, drawing the defender in, and then finding that man that's available. Start calling your sidekick, Jade, because you called it 5-10 minutes ago.
They've been playing very well, the Spearwood Lions, so far in this first half. They just need to keep up their momentum, and I dare say that this game will probably go their way.
Score now 2-1 to Spearwood Lions. 5 minutes remaining on the clock.
In saying that, a tiny little lapse of defensive concentration gave Condors FC a goal already so far. A shot from Yusuf over the bar.
Just shooting that one a little bit too far at the body away from the ball there. Leaning whilst he's doing that shot. Not great balance. Still, in saying that, did well to control the ball for the shot.
Silva almost taps it into the bottom right-hand corner. Left-hand corner, depending which way you're looking at the goal.
Always go in the attacking favour. Always go in the attacking favour. The left and right flank are always going to change depending who's got the ball. Jade?
Yusuf bringing the ball in the middle. Again, drill player in. Got the ball out wide to Parry. Got the shot off. It was blocked by Colazo. Bahabadi wins himself a side kick in. Zayed, little flick looking for Yusuf. Harry trying to go around Artewes. Well kept in by Bahabadi, and Artewes muscles him off the ball.
And I think this is where experience versus youth comes in. You've got two very young defenders there. Artewes just pushing them off the ball. Same with Quintanilla against Parry and against, I want to say Yusuf.
Azimi back on the court for the Spearwood Lions side.
Unable to find the feet of the run there from Silva, who forces himself off for a sub after that one. Vera back on the pitch for Silva.
Azimi looking to go past him to Yusuf. Great run from Azimi forwards. The intercept by Artewes. I didn't quite see what happened there, but looks like Artewes is on the floor.
I think a flailing arm in the end, just making an act of it.
Just about to come up into our last 2 minutes of stop clock for this first half.
Just trying to sort out tempers, holding, just trying to sort out everything here, the rest before play is beginning. The clock hasn't stopped, 2 minutes 20 is still going. It will stop after the... And a good save there from Kirkby to set up a Condors corner. Finding the feet of Silva.
Kirkby stays calm. Bahabadi on the ball. Has Yusuf. Yusuf has Zayed behind. Plays it out in front of Zayed.
As we go into the stop clock, Zayed just always cautious on the ball. Where is his passes? Where is his options? Lions with the kick on left flank. Bahabadi. Back to Zayed.
Yusuf almost dispossessed by Silva, but Zayed was there to pick up the crumbs.
Bahabadi on the left flank brings it forward with the switch in play onto the right flank.
Azimi down the line for Yusuf. Bahabadi making a run into the middle.
And ball's just gone out before his decision's made. It's good to see them looking up, looking for those passes, but just in that instance, didn't see where the ball had crossed the line.
Big press here from the Spearwood Lions, and it pays off for them. They've won themselves the sideline kick-in. Yusuf plays Zayed. Yusuf again. Ball's way over the top from Yusuf. Vera now back on the court.
Kept in play by Colazzo. Still running that right flank.
Great.
Just bringing the ball back for a hold, I believe.
I was just about to say that was great defense by Zayed. I didn't see the hold though, so.
Just calling the timeout now for the Condors. First one for the half and only one. 54.5 seconds on our stop clock in the, just ignore the stream one because it is very difficult to time them with our systems being separate.
Yeah, it's very easy to get caught up watching the game and forget that I have a second job that I'm supposed to be doing.
I am not blaming you because I'm glad you're doing it and not me. Just see if we can add a half a second onto that as a sorry, Jay.
Add half a second, but there is 54.5 seconds to go.
What do we think of the half so far while we've got a stoppage in play here, Jade?
Look, I think Condors have looked really strong on quick counter-attacks, but when it comes to holding the ball and keeping the play moving, keeping possession, the Spearwood Lions have had it in the bag so far in this first half.
Time on the ball
Yeah.
is what I'd say, time on the ball. Every time that Zayed seems to get possession in the back or one of his flankers, he just looks up. I've got the ball on my feet. There's no press, no high press from the Condors. I can look for that ball over the top. I can play my flankers. Whereas Condors are always rushing it from the back, it seems. Zuniga, very eager to get the ball out of his D and up into the play. And I think that's just made a difference to who's in the lead at the moment. As a timeout finishes, we've got a free kick to Condors. Referee's just working out, trying to clean the court at the moment, I believe. Alrighty, with the referees coming back into position. I don't want to call another false start until it's actually played. And off we go, delivered by Silva. Kicked into the wall. And then a second touch off of Condors. Be a Lions kick in from Bahabadi. Zayed with the ball at his feet. Again, just looking up, weighing up his options, sending his boys in if need be.
There's only 41 seconds left of this first half, so Spearwood Lions don't need to rush anything here. They can literally just hold on to the ball and they will go into the second half ahead as long as they keep possession. Shot from Azimi.
Just wide of the right post. The tap-in was there, keeper had it covered, but it's just wide. A shot off target from Azimi. Excellent ball in though from the right flank.
Vera looking forwards. Plays Silva.
20 seconds remaining on our clock.
Zayed, a bit of panic there for the first time, I
absolutely.
think, so far in this match by the Spearwood Lions.
And like you just said, first bit of panic from Zayed. He's been composed all match in the back line and just decided to, I've got to clear that ball. Yes, he had a tiny bit of pressure, but I think he had more time than what he thought. 10 seconds remaining in the match, and I think they're just going to hold possession.
Azimi.
No real high press from the Condors. And half-time called. Now, we were able to chat about what we thought about the half with the timeout call with a minute remaining. Look, I don't know what the second half is going to entail. It's a close game. Spearwood Lions 2 goals to Condors FC 1 goal that came on the quick counter, and all 3 goals brilliant quality, but Spearwood Lions just setting up their goals a bit more defensively from the back instead of on the quick counter.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more build-up in play by the Spearwood Lions side as opposed to the Condors FC side, as I said just before, really relying on those quick counter-attacks to get through the Spearwood's defence. Once they let the Spearwood Lions set back in their own half defensively, it's very hard to get through them. So I understand the urgency that the Condors FC is showing, but at the same time, you know, they could really benefit from switching it up and trying to hold the ball at the back and draw the Lions to them and then go forwards and get through the defence that way.
And I would like to see a higher press from the Condors. Lions have just got that time in the back. Ziyad has got all the time in the world until he comes to halfway.
In saying that, though, that is exactly what the Lions FC side want the Condors to do. They want to invite the pressure, they want the Condors to step in, and then they play around them. And that's, I think, both of their goals so far. No, sorry, one was a penalty. Their second goal was definitely from that, drawing a player in and then playing across into the space where there was no defender.
I did forget about the penalty, actually.
It was a penalty, yeah.
And it was a handball penalty, wasn't it? So it was one of those were just unfortunate to be outside of the body in an unnatural position. So second half underway with Condors in possession. Vera with the ball at his feet, only one in his half. Silva coming back to help him. Switch in play, Silva with possession. Weighing up his options. Yusuf just careful not to step up too high, just like you were saying before, Jade.
Oh, great ball forwards. That was excellent goalkeeping from Kirkby.
He called it his ball and he went for it. Bit of pressure there, allowing Palazzo to lose possession.
Palazzo panicked a little bit in that situation, but he did have a player, I can't remember who it was, he did have a free player behind him.
Silva was on the right flank, yeah.
Yusuf. Back to
Bahabadi.
Bahabadi.
Zimi favouring the right flank here, finds the feet of Parry.
Nice little footwork from Parry there.
Yep. Parry on the constant
Great
move.
run.
Absolutely.
Little back roll. Yusuf needs to get himself in a position where he can
Using the
receive
feet
the
of
ball.
Kirkby. Yusuf will bring it up now. And the run in there from Azimi.
Condors FC, it didn't result in a goal, but they opened themselves up defensively there. Not checking their shoulders and just left Azimi in a massive amount of space at that back post.
Now we turn over in possession here with the Condors and giving it away again. Just every time that ball comes to them, they're looking for the long pass to Colazzo and that one in the end, and it just wasn't on and they panicked with no one on them. First foul of the half goes Silva's way, Condors. At the entrance of the attacking third. Finding the right flank. Vera unable to get the shot off.
Silva gets Yusuf, gets around him. Shot from Colazzo into the side netting. I think there was a touch there from Kirkby.
Kirkby claimed the touch there. It'll be a corner kick for the Condors. Left flank. First one we've seen on the left flank this half.
Kirkby gets hands to it, does well.
We've got a 3v2. Or unable to find the feet of Azimi or Parry there on the left flanks. Just stepping over the ball in their pursuit of a counter-attack. Zuniga starting the counter. Silva into Vera.
Barty doubling up that tackle with Parry.
Few subs for the Lions here.
Back on the court now.
Dribbling with the ball at his feet. Zayed will hold it up here, looking for his options.
Great run from Parry.
Vera with the clearance.
Parry's
Better safe than
causing
sorry.
a lot of trouble for the Condors FC side in that last attacking third, or the Condors' last defensive third, I should say, moving around the court.
Causing a lot of troubles for me, Jade. I'm unable to read his play. I've not seen him play.
He's doing very well, running on the blind side
absolutely.
of his defender and just getting into space.
Absolutely, and I'm just sitting in the one spot, but he's blindsiding me. He's just running all over the joint and he's just doing his job.
The Condors FC kick in. Taken by
Vera.
Vera, sorry.
Target was Quintanillo though.
Zayed forwards to Yusuf. Out on that left flank.
4 is the command from Lions. 4-4-4.
Yusuf plays into the middle.
Tatonchi starting his dummy run there, but unable to complete the process of play.
Zuniga looks forward. He's looking for Silva.
Just unable to bring that ball out of control. Kirkby with possession plays it short. Zayed and Tatonchi. Easy the commands from Zayed with the ball at his feet.
Oh, and Yusuf against Vera. Silva, sorry. Dispossessed. Silva now going forwards.
4v3 at the moment.
Great run by Vera.
Just so we said, we saw a 4v3 as Yusuf lags behind, wanting a sub. Bahabadi with the ball now, the sub for Yusuf.
Bahabadi getting across the defensive line. On Parry with a great run in the middle. Unfortunately, couldn't get the shot off.
It's a good double up there from the Condors defense.
On Zayed. Left a lot of space in the middle of the court there.
Calazzo unable to get that turn into Quintanilla's feet on the right flank going forward. Lions with the ball. Tatonchi off to Bahabadi on the right flank. Back to Zayed. Zayed weighing up his options. Right flank to Tatonchi. Great tackle from Silva. Maintaining possession.
Oh, Tatonchi does well to win the ball
excellent
back.
tackle with the 2v1. Tatonchi and Parry. An excellent track back there from Calazzo. And a shot on target from Bahabadi.
Have no idea how Tatonchi ended up with that ball at his feet.
Sometimes you just need to capitalise on those God-given passages that happen at your feet, as we saw in the last match.
Bahabadi waving his arms. He wants the ball. Zayed. Bahabadi making the run forwards. Difficult ball to control back to Zayed, but he managed to get it under his feet.
Ball out of play called by the referees from Artuez.
Bit of a hold up here.
He's trying to fix his boots right in front of play. Not sure if it's deliberate or...
Usually wouldn't wait for this, but he's
just
sat right in front of the ball.
Yep,
so.
just giving a wave to Zayed in front of us, yeah, in the hold up of play.
Tatonchi to Zayed. Has Bahabadi running forwards. Oh, and a great touch and turn from Tatonchi. Zimi. Zayed. Tatonchi again. Big run forward by Zayed. Nice little parallel pass from Tatonchi. Unfortunately intercepted by the Condors FC side, and that was...
And we've got the second turnover. Tatonchi holding the ball up the feet.
A great transition by the Spearwood side, Azimi and Bahabadi.
And Zayed following the ball, stays in play, and given Vera with that panicky of a clearance there, only for a kick in for the Lions. Short play into Tatonchi with the shot off, corner given. Good save there from Zuniga. I think this scoreline doesn't reflect how well the keepers are doing in this game. A lot of shots on target that the keepers have found their fingers to from both sides this game. Zuniga and Kirkby. Ref has given it the Lions' way. Tatonchi with the kick in. Finding the short feet of Zayed. Back to Tatonchi. Azimi holding possession going forward. Finding the right flank of Zayed. Off to the centre. And a brilliant shot on target from Azimi. And Zuniga somehow finding his fingers to it to keep the ball in play. Quick counter now.
Ruby won.
And Jade, I just want to go back to you called it at halftime. You absolutely called it with the counter-attack play from the Condors. 2v1 up front between Colazzo and Artuez and finding the back of the net.
Yeah, Condors haven't seen a lot of the ball in this half, but when they do see it, they just drive it forwards as quickly and as hard as they can. And on this occasion, it's paid off with a second goal, bring themselves back into even. Unfortunately, I missed the instant replay for that one, but it was a drive forwards and just a little play to the back post, a 2v1.
I like to think I described it so well, maybe we don't need the instant replay. No, it's always nice to see what's in front of us. Kirkby played short. Bahabadi out to Tatonchi. Tatonchi finding the left flank. Zayed with the ball. Switching sides to Azimi. Looking for the reset. Tatonchi.
Tatonchi took a bit of a poor touch there and managed to fix it for himself.
Got the ball in possession, still got it. Zayed, again, just drawing that player until he makes his passage. And I don't think Vera needed to be that panicky on the ball. We had two runners going up, he had time on the ball, and he decides to kick it to his own bench.
So very unnecessarily big touch there from Vera. He had time and space to just hold on to the ball.
But I think that communication from their own players, that they're not letting them know that there's time on the ball. And just as I say that, there's a quick counter. Condors are too busy going off at the referees about if it's out, if it's not out, and the counter is played to put Lions back into the lead. 3 goals Spearwood Lions, 2 goals Condors FC.
The ball was right in front of our bench right here that they think was out of play, and I definitely think it was in play. We can see if I got it on the instant replay.
And
Might not have gotten that line there.
And it's just one of those junior rules, isn't it? Play the whistle. You see in the replay there that Silva is just complaining to the ref, walking back towards his own goal, allowing the Lions player, I missed his number, sorry about that, Jade, to score.
I think that was Azimi. Yes, that was definitely Amirali Azimi who scored that goal.
And it's good to see those quick counters now going Lions' way. Again, Lions 3, Condors 2.
Oh, Yusuf, excellent turn. I think there might be a foul there, yes.
And the late foul given with 9 minutes of regular time on the clock. We've got 1 foul apiece to each team. Here's the communication that we've lacked all game from the Condors.
Oh, excellent free kick set play by the Lions side.
And just as I say that, Jade, as soon as the ball is set in play, not a word from the Condors. I mean, I say this when I coach juniors. You can't read each other's minds. You have to talk to each other. And as the ref steps back now to begin play, what do Condors do? They switch off for half a second and a goal is scored.
Yeah, they've left a lot of gaps defensively there, the Condors FC side. Those 2 players that the ball went through.
On the quick counter there, Colazzo unable to get the chip over from Kirkby, who was 1 step off his line, but still had it well under control. Kirkby plays it short to Zayed. On the right flank now to Yusuf. Good to see him back on the pitch.
Azimi gets around Artuez.
Starting it again, back with Zayed. Yusuf on the ball.
Artuez gets his foot to it this time.
Kalatza ready to clean that up if the ball stayed in front. So there's a bit of intensity stepping up here from the Condors. How many minutes they can hold it up, I don't know. Just looking across to their bench, looks like they've only got the one sub.
Silva sends it back to Atwez. Silva again on the ball.
And the quick counter from Azimi.
Can he get his second goal? A little touch from Zuniga.
And that's all it needs, the fingertips of the keepers, which Kirkby and Zuniga have done so well this match.
Azimi, in the last minute or so, has done really well, winning that ball twice in quite a high area and then just getting the shot off on goal.
Comes back to the feet of Zayed. Azimi going aground. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Chest it
He
or
was trying to get his head on it, maybe.
doing the Robin Van Persie but on the ground. Why not? Whatever makes the highlights real. Hey, Jade?
Handball given to the Spearwood Lions. Free kick taken by Yusuf. Sorry, to Zayed.
Azimi on the ball on the right flank. Bit of speed, bit of fancy footwork from Azimi.
Not quite sure if Azimi thought Bahabadi was already running or just wanted to play it there to let him know that that's where he should definitely have been.
I mean, he's been doing so well this half. He probably thought that might curl in for a shot in the end.
Potentially Azimi, yeah, putting a lot of pressure on the Condors FC defence.
Good to see Parry back on after a rest. We'll see the fast footwork of Parry link up.
Oh, and it's in the back of the net.
And again, we see the quick counter of the Condors. Kirkby unable to get a whole hand on the ball. Very frustrated Kirkby we see now. He can't let it affect him. Has to stay focused for the remainder of the game. Just shy of 6 minutes remaining, and we have a 1-goal difference in the game. 4 goals Spearwood Lions, 3 goals Condors. Condors with the kick in. Finds the feet of Vera. Artuez back to Vera. Vera finds Silva. Silva unable to switch it across to Artuez. And Zayed unable to capitalise on that quick counter attack, finding him one-on-one with the only defender of Condors. Sending it long. And over the top for a head from Artuez. Playing it short, Kirkby. Conchi just looking at his options.
I don't think we've seen Kirkby send a single ball long so far in this match. The Spearwood Lions really like building up the play from the very, very back.
And I think it just comes down to that composure. Not that we've seen many balls over the top and long from the keepers this game, but if you look at other games in the past, I think it's when they're looking for the quick counters or they've gone a couple goals behind or it's stop clock and they start to panic, that's when the balls go over the top. So the play from the back is a nice change, a nice composure.
Yeah, as well, the Condors FC, by not pressing, are giving them a lot of time on the ball in those back areas. And the Spearwood Lions are
just happy to waste the clock at the moment. Yeah,
they love just moving the ball around. That's what they're good at. So.
And the Condors are allowing them to do so. Now we've got to step up from Silva. Got to step up from Quintanilla. Zayed controlled on the ball, sending it long down the right flank, unable to keep the ball in possession. Timeout called for the Condors. First one of this half. 3 minutes 49 on the clock.
Since we missed our ad break in the half-time, I'm going to play a quick ad for everybody now, and then we'll be back after the timeout.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
broken the microphone. Hopefully not. We are back. The whistle's just been blown to call players back on the court from the Condors FC's timeout. Just before the timeout, saw the Condors were just starting to press, and they were just starting to pick up some pace and their defensive game. It's a strange time actually for them to call a timeout just as they were starting to get that momentum in their defense, but
I do remember you saying that that's the way the Lions want to play. They want to allow that press from the back and on the ball if they've got time to waste the clock, they're 1 goal up. But in saying that, having played that the whole game now with 3.5 minutes to go, just running into each other there, I don't know what was going on.
I think there's a
bit of panic now.
Shot across the face from Azimi, I believe. Yeah, I think the Condors FC have dropped their heads a little bit in this game, and they're only 1 goal behind.
But what I was trying to say before, by allowing that press up now from Silva, from Quintanilla, from Artuez, I don't think Lions are going to be prepared for it come stop clock.
No, definitely. I think it's the right thing to do. You're down, you need to put pressure on the ball. You can't just let them have it. Even if that's what the Lions want you to do, you've just got to make sure that that your fixo player is in front of the pivot so that they can't receive the ball to their feet easily.
And now with the step up in intensity from Condors, you can't afford to panic, which is what we just saw then, 2 players running into each other and losing possession.
Shot here.
Palazzo, high. Kirkby will take those all day, any day.
Just about to come up to the last 2 minutes of stop clock, even though our clock doesn't reflect that. Now it does.
I do envy all the jobs you're doing here, Jade, and I'm so glad it's yourself. Panicking now, panicking from the Lions. We cannot see this.
Very quick attack by the Condors. Kirkby manages to get onto the ball.
Off the near post, back into the safe hands of Kirkby, and we saw that in one of the games tonight. Came off the back of the head of the keeper, in for a goal. So Kirkby very lucky to hold onto the ball there.
Zayed getting behind. Oh, and he's given the ball up a little bit easily, I would say.
Absolutely. Huge step up from the Condors, and Lions just panicking on the ball with the pressure, with the intensity. Sending it long. And that's the first one we've seen all game, isn't it, Jade?
I think that might be.
Is that the pressure that you were talking about?
Yeah, definitely. I think Condors FC need to keep this up for at least the last 1.5 minutes of stop clock that we have here.
Palazzo with the ball at his feet. Not much pressure, able to dribble past. Just a bit too high for Vera's tap in there, a bit too high. Hitting it with his ankles, sending it long into the bleachers.
Oh, Yusuf was in behind. That would have been the perfect time for the keeper to send it long.
Kirkby needs to look long or short now. 1 minute 20 remaining in the game.
Yusuf again gets himself on the ball.
And ball's gone out. Condors with possession, kick in. Vera telling Silva to move. Listens to his captain in the end. Silva sending it in. Quintanilla unable to gain control at a chest-high ball. Playing it short to Bahabadi. Back to Zayed. High press here from Condors. And sending it long to Zuniga. Zuniga out on the right flank to Vera. Vera losing the ball. Unlike Vera, we've seen all match.
Tatonji gets around Vera, gets the shot off. Zuniga gets a hand to it. Nice little back roll by Silva. Silva on the ball, Tatonji.
Good bit of pressing play there from Tatonji. Sending it long to the feet of Vera. Good control there. Palazzo trying the back heel. And with the ball in play on the ground, got a foot to the head there instead of the ball. With Kirkby coming off second best into that tackle. With 30 seconds on the clock here, Jade, while we've got a break in play, what do you see happening in this 30 seconds? Do we see an equaliser? Do we see Lions going up to the 5-3? Thoughts?
I think it's definitely possible for the Condors FC side to get the equaliser with the momentum that they've just built up since that timeout, and they were even building it just before the timeout, as we were saying. They've gotten a few little back post taps that they've just sent wide of the post. They've been getting themselves into dangerous areas, uncontested, and getting themselves on the ball, but they just need to find the back of the net.
Should Lions use their only timeout here to break the momentum of Condors with 30 seconds remaining, or risk it?
Look, if I was the Lions, I would probably just continue play, because the chaos of the Condors during this last 30 seconds could also be their demise. You know, they're also giving away balls quite easily as well.
We are going to just keep the clock rolling on the live stream, but we'll keep you updated with what's going on. We've got 23 seconds of stop clock. Playing it short to Vera. Vera sending it long, out for a kick in. Didn't even make it out to the keeper's possession. Lions happy to hold up play here, happy to use the stop clock for a breather. Sending it long, up to Yusuf. And a red ball given to Condors. Playing it short to Vera. Vera looking up, looking long. Zayed with the header, clearance. Condors remain in possession.
Artuez looks forward. Zayed.
Unable to find the feet of Quintanilla there.
A lot of good chances for Condors to get the equaliser and get a point in this game. We've got 8 seconds left on the clock.
And a turnover in possession back to Kirkby for the Lions. Sends it long, up to Yusuf. Yusuf got the chance for the shot. Finds Tatonchi. Zuniga out for the press. And with 0.77 seconds, less than a second on the clock. And a great last second save there from Zuniga. Lions with possession. I don't think they'll have time for a shot. And that's full time. And so it will be Spearwood Lions 4 to Condors FC 3. A win for the Lions in their first game in this competition. What are your thoughts, Jade?
Yeah, it's a great result for the Spearwood Lions. They're a very technical side and very composed on the ball. So I think they're going to have an excellent season in the SupaLiga for the winter 2022 season. I'll just quickly ring off the goal scorers. We had for the Spearwood Lions, number 5, Bakar Zayed with 1 goal. Number 6, Jamal Yusuf with 2 goals. And number 21, Amirali Azimi with 1 goal. And for the Condors FC, we saw number 5, Rodrigo Silva with 1 goal. Number 11, Yimi Atwez with 1 goal. And the 3rd goal was awarded as an own goal.
So confirmation the 3rd goal was awarded as an own goal, was that, Jade?
Yes, I can't remember which goal that would have been, if it was the 1st, 2nd or 3rd, but there's a goal that has been awarded as an own goal.
With 7 goals in the match, I'm not keeping up track with what's happened, and remember I forgot the penalty had happened.
Yeah, I think the Condors FC side during that game might have just picked up the momentum a little bit too late in that match.
Oh, absolutely.
If they'd done it just a couple of minutes earlier, they could have brought themselves back and taken away a point at least.
And with the timeout call with 5 minutes to go, maybe they could have kept that momentum going at 15 minutes. Something to really give the Lions a different second half and put them off guard, because Condors won that second half, in my opinion. They did. They were stepping up on the counter, able to get their shots off on target, and Kirkby was a little bit disappointed in his own performance, in his own team in the end.
Yeah,
and he shouldn't be. There's no need to be.
Certainly in the last 5 minutes, Condors were putting a lot of pressure on the Spearwood Lions' defence, and cracks were definitely appearing, and Spearwood Lions are going to have to work on that, because there are other teams in this competition that will put a lot more pressure on you than Condors did during that match.
And we see the likes of the Hawks, the Cobras, all of those match-winning teams that we've seen in the final series just gone. They like to high press, don't they?
Yeah,
they like
definitely.
To put the pressure on.
The West Coast Cobras are one side that I would say are a high pressing team, and it's not just for the last 5 minutes of the match. They will press you periodically for the entire game, so you've always got to be on defensively.
Well, thank you so much for having me in the commentary desk here today. I would love to come back and help pronounce the names for both of us.
Yes.
The degree comes in handy.
Thank you, Dylan. We'll be back tomorrow with more of the Men's SupaLiga and Women's SupaLiga matches. That is all for tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining.